my name is Leo and welcome to another reading of the Elder Scrolls. Today we'll be reading the 8th book in the King Edward series, King Edward, Part 8, Chapter 8, Wilderland. It's been a while since we read one of these, and since we have the opportunity to do so, let's read possibly the longest book in the game, I think. Do you remember part 2? Do you remember how I read part 2 in 2 different videos? Because it was so long that I had to like go to work halfway through the reading the book. This book I think is actually longer than that. Without any further ado, let's get started. And there's word wrapping, of course there is. The journey through Valor... No, wait, what has actually happened? I'll be honest with you, I've actually forgotten what happened. Can we go back? Sure. I've actually got all the books here. I just want to quickly flick through 7. If that's alright. Dragon. Why not? There's a dragon mats. Okay, this is where they're gonna get the dragon. Dragon. Moreland. Start for a couple of waves, hunt with the dragon. Okay, it was just him talking about a dragon. Wasn't all this Moreland telling the story to Edward about how he got the tooth? Yeah. The dragon tooth, yeah, that's right. Okay, Wilderland. The journey through Valenwood was pleasant. Oh, wait a minute. What? They were... Are they going... Where are they going? That's a good question. They're not... They're not going to Somerset Isle, are they? I thought they were already at Somerset Isle. Yeah, they trained. They finished the training, and now they're going to... You know what? I think they're on their way to the tower. Yeah? Which means that they're going from High Rock. I don't know about that. Whatever, they're in Valenwood. Okay. Fine. The journey through Valenwood was pleasant. The weather held fair for the most part, with sunny days and cool nights. Bright leaves of scarlet, crimson, gold, and green drifted to form a carpet beneath their horses' feet. Valenwood was very different from the sombre, steep forests of High Rock. When they reached the northern border, Edward, looking back, saw that the trees were mostly bare, shorn of their glory. Before them lay a wide green land of rolling hills with trees. It seemed to spread on forever. This is Wilderland, Edward, Moreland said. Be on your guard. It seems a pleasant land, but no king's writ runs here. Oh shit, hang on. Totally ignore the fact that there was word wrapping there. Shit. Rolling hills with only a few stands of trees. Okay. It goes to the Elland, no king's writ runs here. Each man's hand is against every other's. Okay. And there are worse than men. All the races of Tamriel meet here and clash, save thine, perhaps. They journeyed for some days. So are they in... Where are they now? I'm not sure. Where are they going? Maybe they're going to... Are they on their way to High Walk? They're going through Hammerfell? Let's keep reading. They journeyed for some days more with small incident, save for a band of Khajiit raiders that crept up on their camp by night. These were easily repelled. Silk slew one and the rest ran off yowling. The gentle wood elf girl Willow lobbed fireballs after them. There were no roads, just small... What? I think that's word wrapped. Yeah, I think you're right. There were no roads, just small paths that crisscrossed one another and seemingly led nowhere. This word wrap looks terrible. After 2 weeks of steady riding, they came to a bowl. Shit. Well, I'm preempting the fucking word wrapping. They came to a mole-shaped place in the hills where the land was tilled. The fields looked fair and were stacked with harvest. But the folks were dispirited, ragged, and unfriendly. Questions about inns got only shrugs and puzzled looks. Armed bands challenged them at times and demanded to know their business. When Morland said they were bound for Morrowind, there you go, they're going to Morrowind, thank you. They were told to pass through quickly and mind they stole nothing. Passage is all we wish, Morland said quietly. Someone should teach these folk manners. The usually placid Matt's growled. Thou mayest stay and open a school of etiquette. If it pleases thee, Morland said. I fear my life's too short to teach the lessons these villains require. Still... Wait, what did I say? Still, I like not the look of the sky. God damn it. This is so annoying. That takes so fucking long to look it up because this is stupid road wrapping. It'd be better to look at a friggin' text document and notepad, just read the fucking book. Instead of reading it like this. You're right. That would actually be better. Shit. I don't like the look of the sky. It looks even more evil than the folk. Okay, got it. I think we'll try our luck in the town. Just read it from the phone, yeah. The town was surrounded by a palisade of wood and had a stout gate. Guards looked them over and refused them entrance. None but humans enter here, elf. Take thy rabble and be gone. Wait, are we in Valenwood? Whatever. I see. Ali, Mats, Edward, thou seemest to qualify for the hospitality here. The rest of us will shelter elsewhere. Alari announced that she would see them all blown back to Firsthold by the storm before she'd step within these gates. So they circled the town, passing a moat with stone walls within and a keep of some sort within that. Where are we now? Where are we? I think we're in the middle of the... Yeah, we're in Wordwrap town. Okay. Within that. A track north took them past a small house with a large barn nearby. Both looked in poor repair, but Merlin sent Alaria and Edward to knock at the door and ask if they might sleep in the barn. The rest waited on the road, in the road. An elderly woman answered their knock. She looked pleased to see them. Stay? Aye, I'd be glad of the company. No need to sleep in the barn, though, lady. I've a room to spare. My name's Ora Eggledestor. Valeria gestured towards the riding companions. The woman squinted towards them. Thy man's there. What? Thy man's there, and some friends? Aye, we'll all squeeze together then. 'Twill be warmer so. So I've a pot of soup on the fire, made it to last me a week, but you're welcome to it. I can make more. Okay, half of that is on this page as well. My husband's an elf. Is he so? He looks to take good care of thee and thy son. Thou's fat as pigs, bring him in. I wish my granddaughter had such a one to care for her. Is this old woman gonna try to eat these people? Aura refused payment. Saying she was not yet at such a class that a guest must pay for her hospitality. She said tales and song, and an evening's merriment would be payment enough. Pots and dishes were set out to catch the worst of the leaks. She knew them all well. Yes, she knew them all well. Anyway, he was getting lost. She knew them all well. They gathered around the hearth and made very merry, while the storm raged, banging the shutters and doors and threatening to blow the roof away altogether. Tell me, my lady, Aura whispered to Ilaria. He's truly good to thee. Yeah. He's truly good to thee. He's so big and so black. Truly good, Ilaria said, keeping her mouth serious while her eyes laughed. Aye, 'tis well then. He put me a bit in mind of our Baron, who's big and dark. Oh, not so dark as thy elf. He took my granddaughter Karen, and he does not treat her well. He hurts her, my lady, and she does not run away. Where would she go? Tears gathered in Aura's eyes, and followed worn, familiar tracks down. Can we start again? Because I fucked that sentence up. Hang on. Goddamn, where is it? Tears gathered in Aura's eyes and followed worn, familiar tracks down her cheeks. When their hostess had gone to sleep in her own room, Ilaria repeated what she had been told. Let's rescue the girl, Beach said. We grow stale with inaction. Aye, said Silk and Willow at once. Matt growled in agreement. Mirth and Sass looked interested. Marilyn looked doubtful. We cannot right every wrong in Tamriel. This Baron offers his folk shelter of a kind. They could leave if they liked it better outside. Aye, Mirth said. He keeps the bandits off so he may rob the folk at leisure. And we put him down. There'll be another to take his place. Or else the outside will come in and there'll be nothing left at all. Nothing would be better than this filthy something, Matt said. There's that. The storm seemed to have moved away. Ilaria went to the door and stared up into the sky. where clouds raced past an eastern moon. A single, large, brilliant blue star hung near the moon. Zenithar hangs near Tamriel tonight, Merlin. I thought to mend her roofs tomorrow, if it's fair, he said as he returned to the fireside. We'll do so much at least. As for the rest, Alaria? She asked for my help, in a way, and I think I hear Zenithar's voice in the wind and feel his hand in the rain on this night. Thy quest then, wife. Alaria nodded, and smiling, she curled up with Marilyn in the chimney corner, and they whispered and laughed together for a while. Edward fell asleep. In the morning, he was sent up on the roof to help Beech and Willow place new shingles. Marilyn wrote a letter, which he gave to Mats, telling him to take it to the Baron, to arrive at the castle around dinner time, and to go afoot. You're going to challenge him for the girl? Edward grinned. But will he fight? And wouldn't he take her back again once we're gone? Since he wouldn't let me in his town, thy mother thought to invite him to our house instead. Moreland stamped the letter with his sealing ring and handed it to Mats. Oh, great. Hang on, wait. Okay, yeah, I'm good. Okay. Oh, it's a long way to the house. Oh, it's a long way to your house still, isn't it? Edward felt a bit disappointed that no rescue seemed imminent, but he supposed it really was not reasonable to expect 8 people to take a keep, even if they were Morland's companions. Probably the songs exaggerated their deeds. Morland grinned, ruffled Edward's hair, and told him to cease his questions. Get up on the roof and mind his mother. Merlin and Mirth set off together on foot. Illyria said they were going hunting. They did not return even at supper time. Illyria told Edward not to worry, they'd meet later. It was well after sundown when she bid their hostess farewell. They took all the horses with them and left them in a grove near the north wall of the keep. Illyria asked Edward if he wanted to wait for them with the horses. Edward asked where they were going. We have to enter the keep to get Arya's grandchild out. No questions, Edward. If you're coming, then stay with me. Do exactly as I say. Levitate across the moat. I must swim. Once across, we'll scale the wall. Once inside, just follow me and be as silent as you can. Yep. Edward gaped. Edward gaped at his mother and the other companions. How could 6 of them possibly storm a keep? 3 women, 2 men, and a boy? There would be guards up on the wall, and a lot more inside. Mats would be inside too, though, he guessed. But where were Merlin and Mirth? There were fearsome things in the moat. Edward began to protest, then thought better of it. Sass slid into the moat first. There was some splashing and hissing, and then the water went quiet. Illyria entered the water. The others levitated. Here's the ropes, Beech said, feeling along the wall. There were 3 ropes. Edward, Beech, and Sass went up first. Illyria, Willow, and Silk followed. Merlin and Mirth were waiting above. 2 guards were snoring softly in a heap. How? Edward began, and found his mother's hand clapped over his mouth. The guard from another wall section called out, and Edward's heart stopped beating. Mirth called something back to him, and trampling footsteps moved away. The companions went silently down the stairs and slipped across the yard like shadows. Like shadows. There was no guard on the door to keep itself. Inside, the passages were eerily quiet. They stopped at an imposing door and flattened themselves against the wall beside it. They could hear voices within. A thin, chilling wail sounded and died away. Merlin whistled a snatch of song into the silence that followed. What the fuck is a snatch of song? Whatever. The door swung open and they raced inside, falling on the startled guards like fairies. Fairies? Furies. They're not fairies, okay. Well, one of them is a Kajay, but you know. Let's not go there. Edward was last inside, tooth in his hand. He stabbed the nearest guard in the side, and Beach finished him with a blow to the head. Matt had been inside. It was he who had opened the door. His axe clove the head, ooh, wow, of one guard, then swung against the inner door. Ilaria and Willow had barred the strong outer door. Merlin's opponent was a very young man. He'd taken one look at that big dark elf, dropped his sword and fallen to his knees, praying for mercy. Merlin eyed him with disgust and said, "Greet Zenithar for me. Tell him Merlin of Ebenheart commends you to his mercy. I have none for such as you." He slashed the young guard's throat. Blood sprayed over Merlin's leathers. His victim fell over, gurgling horribly. Ah, crap, hang on. This. Cautiously. Okay, got it. What's made of Merlin's leathers? His victim fell over, gurgling horribly. A burning acid rose in Edward's throat. He swallowed hard and looked away. Oh, he's gonna puke. The guards inside the anteroom, that's right, anteroom, had been dispatched, but inside the door, shouts and footfalls thundered, and there was pounding on the door. Edward followed his mother into the interchamber, which was empty save for a naked girl tied, spread eagle, on the enormous bed. Her eyes starting from her head. Oh, that's fucking wrong. Alright, moving on. The companions? The companions cut her free while Ilaria caught her shoulders. "Thy grandmother sent us, child. Where's the Baron?" The girl pointed at a bookcase, then clung to Ilaria. She was no bigger than Edward, and seemed not much older. Her breasts were just beginning. Please stop. She was covered with welts and blood and purple-yellow bruises. Jesus Christ. Ilaria flung her own cloak over the girl. Thank God. Beach picked her up. Mirth's fingers were feeling over the bookcase. There was a click, and the section slid aside. He went through cautiously. The others followed, and the secret door closed after them. Well, that's it. I think it's just a bolt. I think it's just a bolt hole, Mirth said. But there'll be traps, no doubt. Go warily then, friend, Ilaria said. There's no hurry. I think the Baron plans to show his departing guests the door as a good host should. A narrow passage opened to the left. Mirth sent a bolt of light down it. The floor was littered with bones, human bones, small skulls. Ugh. Stared eyelessly. I'm going to enjoy killing him, Marlon said. No, Valeria protested. My quest, my kill. Marlon swung to face her. Valeria! I want it sung that he died by Valeria's hand. I claim my right to face him, King. Leave him to me, and we'll sing it your way. He's twice your size. Do you want to fight me for the right? The elf leaned over her. Leaned over her, a full head taller. God, we're like halfway through this book. Seriously. We're halfway through this book. Oh god, where are we? Oh no, I've lost my spot. Shit. Nay, it's locked. Is what I'm looking for? Nay, it's locked. There it is. Okay, undo. Okay. If I must, Valeria brushed past him, slinging her shield on her arm, and drawing her short sword as she ran. Merlin grabbed at her, missed, and ran after her. His size hampered him in the low, narrow passage. Sparks flew from his spell shield as he caroomed recklessly off the walls. Come on, you two! Mirth yelled from ahead. I'm not promising to save him for you. Merlin, Edward gasped, running after them. You're not going to let her. Let her? How do you suppose I stop her? I'm open to suggestions short of actually fighting her myself. He seemed half angry, half amused. Maybe he's gone by now. Nay, he's locked in here with us. We found the exit earlier from the other side, and Mirth set a lock the Baron will not undo. We'll paralyze her. You can carry her. You can carry. Come on, you can do this. I'm trying. Where is it? Oh god damn it, why is this so hard all the time? She's activating a shield. Shoddy work. Where's shoddy work? I don't know. What? Where are we? I'm looking for 9 against 1. There it is, 9 against 1. Okay, got it. Jesus. Okay. Moving on. She's activated her shield. It reflects spells, among other things. I'd only paralyze myself and I'd be inconvenient to carry. She'll be alright. It's an excellent shield. It casts a very powerful protective spell. Uriah himself devised it. Having a spot of trouble with your looks tonight, Baron? Mirth's voice came clearly from ahead. They emerged into a larger space, where the Baron had been clawing vainly at switches beside a massive door. Shoddy work. You should get another smith. You won't be needing one, Valeria snarled. The companions spread around her in a semicircle. The Baron set his back to the door and set himself in a fighting stance. He was a big man, as big as Matt's. And he was holding an axe as big as the one Matt's wielded, and wearing a breastplate and helm. He addressed Marlin. Oh crap. Yeah, usually if it's whatever. 9 against 1, I'd expect odds like that from you, black devils. Marlin was at the back of the group. Yet the Baron had singled him out as the leader. People did, somehow. Okay, are you afraid of him? Are you afraid of him? There we go. Okay, got it. Alright. You prefer the advantage of weight, do you not? But my wife wants you to herself. She cannot resist your charms, it seems, nor can I. I could not wait for you to respond to my invitation, so I came to you instead. I beat her, and the rest of you... Hmm? Oh, I beat her, and the rest of you kill me? Ha! It might be worth it at that, he added, staring at Alara with cold, dark eyes. Alara smiled a terrible smile. Her dark hair flung free about her shoulders, and she seemed to glow. You will not beat this woman, Baron. But if you do, then you go free. You are mine alone tonight. Swear it all, by Xanathar! If he happens to kill me, my ghost will hound him to his grave and beyond. She sounded rather pleased at the prospect. Edward began to shiver. By Xanathar! The Baron laughed. I don't believe you, but one last female for my collection then. Are you so wearied of her, Elf? Are you so afraid of her that you'd rather face me instead? Somewhere deep in his mind, Edward realized that the elf was right. Despite the Baron's bravado, he was afraid of Ilario. Edward hadn't sworn with the others. He clutched his staff tightly, but his feet seemed rooted to the floor. Shield flashed. Shield flashed. Got it. Okay, good. Very good. The Baron laughed again and swung a mighty blow at Ilario in answer. But it deflected harmlessly off her shield. His eyes widened as he realized she was spell shielded. Ilario danced aside and cut his arm. She was nimble, but he managed to land many blows. If her shield went down, Edward did not finish the thought. But he was leaving himself somewhat open in the hopes of wearing... He was leaving himself somewhat open in the hope of wearing her shield down, and she was scoring hits against his limbs. Wait, I don't get that sentence. Where does it say that? Who is he in the sentence? He must be the Baron. But the previous person that we were talking about was frickin' Edward. Even though it's not written in the book, the thing that you're saying, but in the actual book, the actual fucking book, it's Edward did not finish the thought. Then it says, but he was leaving himself somewhat open. That means Edward wants her to fucking die. Makes no sense. Whatever. Obviously, it's talking about the Baron. The Baron was leaving himself somewhat open in the hopes of wearing her shield down, and she was scoring hits against his limbs. She kept her blows low, trying to cost him the use of his legs and drain him of blood. All the while, she taunted him about his manhood. Wow. Saying she would gild him where he died. What does gild mean? Doesn't that cut his dick off? Can't remember. A great blow knocked her back. Her shield flashed and was gone. Oh, shit. This is bad. Okay. And it was gone. The Baron raised his axe high to cleave her skull with a single blow. Her arm drew back, and she threw her slender short sword straight into her enemy's eye. Ooh. He dropped the axe and fell screaming to his knees, hands clawing at his face. Ilaria stepped forward and thrust the sword home, piercing deep within the brain. Damn! The body fell over, twitching and jerking. Well thought, wife. I had a master trainer and a better armorer, Ilaria laughed. And she threw back her head and shouted wordlessly in triumph, raising her arms, fists clenched. That you did! Merlin grabbed Silk in a rough hug and kissed her noisily. It's a neat trick you taught her, Silk. I'll thank you to cease flirting with my trainer, husband, Ilaria said, wiping her slender adamantium blade carefully. Me? Flirt? Not while thy blood's up, and thy shield's still charged. I'm just thanking her. I'll kiss Eric too when I next see him. Now what? Now what indeed? They took the girl, okay, I got it. You got it? I got it. Shut up, I got it. Is he truly dead? Is he truly dead? Karen? Who's Karen? Is that the girl? It must be the girl. Karen had clung to Beach throughout the fight with her eyes closed. Now she regarded Ilaria with awe. Edward thought was the right word. Edward felt something of the same, although it was akin to horror. Dead enough, Ilaria said, regarding the still faintly twitching form with satisfaction. Why not kill? Why not just kill it? The girl drew closer, then knelt beside him. She picked up a stone and smashed it into the face again and again, sobbing. Wow, she fucking coup de grace her. Sick. When she had done, Sass cast some healing spells on her. Mirth unlocked the door. They'd come out quite near to where they had left the horses. They took the girl back to her mother's house and left her there, instructing her to tell anyone that ventured to molest her that Xanathar's servants would return if she were harmed. The bewildered old woman clasped her granddaughter to her. As she bade them farewell, she whispered to Ilaria to look after that man of hers. Oh, I do, Ilaria said. I do. How far are we? Are we almost there? We're almost there now. How many more pages? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh god. 5. You can do this. Yeah. How long have you been doing this for? A while. Just keep going. Whew. Where were we? You know what I thought was going to happen? I thought it was going to be like those artifact quests we've been doing, where it's like, oh, my granddaughter, go get her. And I'm like, okay, here's your granddaughter. Oh, what was her name again? Whatever. It's actually a help. But it's like, she's a witch. She's going to sacrifice that poor girl. Oh, well. Good job, hero. Anyway. Can we, and the noises. When they stopped for rest, Ilaria came over to Edward and talked to him, but he protested that he was very tired and just wanted to sleep. Moylan tugged her away, saying that if her son did not need her, then she could see to her man, who did. They moved out of the circle of firelight. Edward lay wakeful, listening to the small, stifled sounds. That was not unusual, and it troubled him at first. Can't sleep, you're too noisy, protested one night. What are you doing anyway? Oh, what they are doing indeed. He had drawn giggles from the companions. Can't you at least pretend you're sleeping? Merlin had asked plaintively. Now I know why dark elves seldom have more than one child. What I do not understand is how humans manage to get so many. Moylan and Ilaria had come back to lie by him that night, but after But after that, God damn it. But after that, he had pretended to sleep, like the others. And the noises were too familiar now to keep images of the night's adventures from flashing through his mind, as vivid as if they were happening again, in truth. Um, 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 um. Yeah, where are we? Shit. Again in truth, again in truth, again in truth, again in truth. God damn it. Right, got it. Okay. He could feel his Daedra. Oh, I forgot that he's got a Daedra like attached to him or whatever. You could feel his Daedra feeding. He could not stop it. Just wasn't fair, he thought. But now he was beginning to see what Morlun meant by feeding his Daedra and yet walking with the gods. With Xanatar, Morlun, oh, walking with the gods with Xanatar. Right, sorry. Morlun came back carrying Ilaria. He set her gently down and stretched himself out between Edward and her. It must be difficult being a woman, he said softly. It was hard watching her, just watching. Edward nodded. I've asked it often enough of her, Morlun continued. She told me how hard it is, but I never knew until tonight. I knew she'd win. Xanatar was with her, and all the Baron had was his Daedra. And still, it was very hard to watch. She makes that... What? She makes that cast 9... Oh, the spell shield? She makes the cast 9 times out of 10. Well, that's so great odds. And there were more uses... There were more uses on the shield if she missed. There were more uses on the shield if she missed. He'd have dropped of exhaustion before he wore it out entirely. I keep thinking about it too. And the guard, he asked for mercy? I know. And yet he listened to that, night after night. And still, he remained the Baron's man. Most men are not as strong as you are. Maybe he couldn't help himself. Why was he pleading for a man already dead? His mind kept replaying the night's events as if they might yet come out differently, for better or for worse. Even to witness evil such as that corrupts the soul. To watch and do nothing, that would have stayed my hand, and had there been anything there worth keeping. And it's worse for the young. I'm sorry you had to pass through this night. Is my soul corrupted now? She's a woman. My father's not a monster. Okay. You can feel the acids bite, as we all do, but you'll heal. Can you heal me now? Aye, Merlin gathered the boy in his arms, then rolled over so that Edward lay between his parents. Ilaria put her arms around him without really waking. Her strong woman's smell. Ooh, that's the juices talking now. Mingled with Merlin's musky dark spice odor. That's sperm. In Edward's nostrils. That's gross. It's fucking gross, dude! The parents just had sex and now he's just in the middle of that smelling them. Ugh. Blah. Blah. She was so angry, Edward whispered. He'd wondered if he would really feel the same towards her again. And yet her arms were still as comforting as before. Maybe Marilyn, too, had needed that reassurance and had been wise enough to ask for it. She's a woman! That sort of injury to another touches her near, he said. How near? The boy looked to question he dared not put. My father's not a monster, but she was wed to a man who did not care for her, and she could not leave him. It's common enough among thy race. Are we almost there? We are so almost there, oh thank God. Where are we? It's common enough among thy race, which makes it none the easier to bear, I think. She has a danger too, then? Edward asked sadly. You must speak with her about that. It wasn't really a fair fight. Her shielded and not him. Fair fighting's for the arena, boy. When you fight a wolf or a hellhound without weapons, spells, and armor... Oh, would you fight a wolf or a hellhound without spells, armor, weapons, armor, though they have none? I would not. What will become of Karen and Aura, and the other folk now the Baron's dead? Do I look like the Prophet Muckles? How should I know? We could stop here in the spring and see what's been planted in the field we've burned tonight. I've no mind to stay and plough it. I've my own fields to tend to. That's a weird analog, but yeah, sure. I've my own fields to tend. Listen to me. I sound like a Nord farmer. You do. Mines to dig is more like it. He yawned. Oh, it's the wrong direction. The others didn't think about it afterwards. You did. I'm a king. It's what we do. Woo! How long did that take to do? I'm not sure, but it took a while. Now I need to upload it because it's already late. That was King Edward Part 8. Wilderland. Tune in tomorrow, where we continue back to the game. Basically, if you're wondering why the hell I'm doing a book reading today, it's because of what happened yesterday, where I finished the quest, and I did finish the quest, I didn't fail or anything, but the quest didn't go away and I couldn't get a new, quest. Also, I found out that I've done, 12 quests already for the Fighters Guild, for the Knights of the Rose, which is more than enough that I need, to rank up. But I haven't actually ranked up yet, because I think I have to wait like a month or something. So what I've decided to do is I basically took this day that I had to journey back to Easthale, which is that first town in Wales that I was going to use for this month that I'm going to wait. So we're going to go back to Easthale, and I'm going to possibly do temple quests. Yeah, sure, why not? Well, maybe I might actually do both. I'll do temple quests and Knights of the Rose quest at the same time. I haven't quite decided yet, but in any case, tune in tomorrow when I decide that. But for now, my name is Leo, and I will see you next time.